Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you for joining me for the Virgo season Astro Tarot reading. Now, this is a general tarot reading meant for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and or Rising. So please only go with the messages that resonate with you. We start Virgo season on Monday, August 22nd, when the Sun enters Virgo at 11:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please adjust to your time zone on the planet. And we continue into Virgo season until Thursday, September 22nd, when the Sun enters Libra at 9:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, adjust to your time zone. And that heralds in the fall equinox. So we're looking at the new moon in Virgo, which occurs on Saturday, August 27th at 4:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, adjust to your time zone. And new moons are a great time for setting new intentions, beginning something new. This is also a good week for creative ideas, new ideas even, and feeling very inspired. But it might be better to clear out some of those old unfinished projects to make room for working on new ones. And also keep in mind anything that you are starting new, it might not turn out right the first few times. It takes practice, so try not to get frustrated with yourself or others. Let's look at an oracle card for you, Scorpio. And we start with lightning power. Okay, I get the feeling that some of you guys are going to be very inspired. Some of you might feel even overwhelmed with ideas. This might be a good time to write them down rather than trying to do them, because it's going to come so quickly. And those of you who have not cleared out space for this new wave coming in, this new wave is going to clear it out for you. So a lot of power coming in, a lot of ideas. Whether you can harness that or not is going to be up to you. If you can ride that wave, great. Okay, so again, this is a warning not to take on more than what you can handle, because we do have on Friday, September 2nd, a T-square occurring in the fixed signs. So we have the moon in Scorpio, so that's going to impact you. And then we have Venus in Leo, and Venus loves being in Leo. And then we have Saturn in Aquarius, and Saturn's in retrograde. And some of you might be experiencing your Saturn return. So this is a time not to take things personally, especially if tempers do flare. And if possible, it might be better if you can work on things on your own. So here we have the spindle with obligation and discipline. So this might take some discipline on your part, Scorpio. Okay, then we have consequence and regret with the elder. Okay, so if you don't fulfill certain obligations here, you could regret it, because there could be some consequences that you're going to have to face. And they might be consequences that you've never had to face before. You know, the natural powers of the elements that be. This could be a wake-up call for you to start paying attention to your obligations, or there will be consequences. And you might be put in a situation where, you know, somebody, an authority figure, might think it's better that maybe it's time you face the consequences and learn from your actions or lack of actions. Now, this could go either way because this is a general reading, because quite often Scorpios can be in positions of power and authority. So be sure to treat others how you would like to be treated. You know, there is an obligation, there is a discipline. Discipline means you are detached from your anger. You're focused on the obligation. Your discipline is that you have done it so often that you're very good at what you do. But we do have this power, this new wave rushing in. And if you don't take care of what needs to be taken care of, there will be consequences. Okay, let's go deeper into this with some tarot. So on Wednesday, September 7th, we do have a grand trine in the air signs, which are the moon is going to be in Aquarius, and that's going to trine with Mars and Gemini, which is going to create motivation for some teamwork. And then we have Mercury in Libra. So again, this is a great combination for communication and getting things done. But of course, with Mercury in retrograde, there could be some misunderstandings, and in those misunderstandings, there can be some consequences. So let's look at some tarot here for your Virgo season. Some cards just went flying. That was way too many cards. So let's shuffle this deck. Okay. Here we have the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, we have 6999. Wow. Okay, 3 9s. So if 9 is an important number to you, heed that number when you see it. So the Six of Pentacles is about receiving the resources that you need. The Nine of Pentacles is somehow this is putting you on the defensive. It's like you need these resources, but you're resentful about needing them, and this has caused you a great deal of anxiety, and you're not sleeping well. But then you realize that, yeah, this makes my life better. Because the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's content with everything in their life. They're a self-made person. They can do things on their own. They're disciplined and they meet their obligations, you know, because it's falling under this spindle card. And because this card is falling, these cards are falling under the consequences and regret, it seems like that you're being resentful towards the help, the powers that be that come in to help you. You seem to kind of resent that. And again, it's causing you this discomfort, this inner rebellion, which in itself can be very powerful too. And it can, and I think that once things get cleared up, you'll have deeper understanding because you're in a place where you feel safe. Let me throw down some clarifiers for these cards. Okay, we need clarifier for the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Hangman. Okay, it could be that your resources are hung up waiting for maybe some more paperwork to come through, or just the paperwork shuffle, and that's causing you some stress. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which shows you waiting. I mean, we have a person here waiting in the Nine of Wands, and with the Seven of Pentacles, we're waiting for the harvest to come in, and this is Virgo season. It's harvest time. And then we have the Three of Wands. Again, more waiting. The waiting is driving you nuts. And then the Three of Swords, with things are not turning out the way that you had anticipated them to turn out. And perhaps you just give up on that because you feel betrayed, which could be part of that consequence and regret. And once you just acknowledge this, you just let it go. You detach from it. I'm going to draw one more card here. And here we have Justice. Okay, so things are going to balance out with the matters of the heart. Anything that has to do with work. And there could be some litigation here for some of you. With this Three of Swords, this could be a divorce, a separation of relationships, or just, okay, I suddenly saw mishandling of finances. There was a trust, because that's where this Three of Swords come in, is because there was a betrayal of trust that had to do with your money that you thought was there. And then there might be some litigation to make that right, or some demands on the other person to make things right. And, you know, that's an obligation. They had an obligation to oversee your trust, not abuse it for their own purposes. Okay, that might be just for one or two of you out there. If this has to do with, I don't really see this having to do with anything with a relationship, because I don't see any cup cards here. We have two pentacle cards, the 6 and the 9. And then we have the 7. So to me, it seems like that you're waiting for some kind of financial windfall to come, and when it doesn't come on time, it makes you wonder. And then there's this lightning with the power, where it's like, okay, you're gonna make me have to take this route instead of you just doing the right thing. There could be that kind of disagreement here, and that could create some mistrust, which is part of the astrology of this Virgo season, because there's this overflow of opportunities and possibilities. So it's asking you to take care with anything that seems to be too good to be true. It probably is too good to be true. Okay, any final messages for Scorpio here? Black pepper with banishment. Okay, I feel like that whoever did you wrong here, because when they're forced by the Judgment card to balance things right, I feel like that somebody's going to be done with somebody here. And that's actually going to bring relief to that part in that banishment could be part of the consequence. Next, we have Basil with reconciliation. Okay, so there might be some reconciliation here with certain parties, but usually when you banish someone, there's no reconciliation here. Now, this other person who had to face the negative consequences might try to make a reconciliation. For some of you, it could be the justice system is going to force them to reconcile with you, and you still maintain a no contact with that person unless you have to. Okay, Scorpio, this is what I have for you for Virgo season. I hope that it was helpful for you and beneficial. And, stay in your power. Stay disciplined in what it is that you want to accomplish. This will take care of itself, all this negativity. And while you're waiting, do something that you enjoy doing so that you can maintain a positive frame of mind and you don't let this negative situation overwhelm you. Okay, till next time, take care. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Blessed be.